Welcome back to the channel where we discuss everything low code, no code, AI, and automation. If you're a founder, a CEO, or an operational lead at a small business, tell me if this sounds familiar. You've tried Salesforce, then HubSpot, then some lightweight CRM that still made you pay $50 a seat for features you never even use. And now you're stuck managing deals and clients across spreadsheets, Slack messages, and 3 different tools, none of which actually talk to each other. Here's the truth. Most CRMs are not built for you. They're built for big sales teams, complex workflows, long onboarding, and endless features you don't really need. That's why today I'm going to show you Knack, the CRM that's built for doers who lead. Knack is modular. You just add what you need: contacts, deals, follow-ups, notes, and custom fields. It's fully customizable, tailor the workflows and views to match how your business actually runs. And the best part? You can set it up in minutes, not weeks, and you don't need any code or developers to get this done. Your data is private, your logic is yours, and you can scale as much as your business grows without paying per seat or hitting artificial limits. So whether you're closing deals, managing clients, or just trying to stay sane, Knack helps you keep your business organized, lean, and completely yours. Okay, so we're gonna dive in and show you how this all works. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Drop a comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any other videos like this one. Okay, so we've logged into our Knack account. And as a recap, we're going to show you today how to build a custom CRM for your business that's not restricted by custom logic that bigger CRMs often have, like Salesforce or HubSpot. We'll show you how you can control everything, build your own views, restrict views and access depending on user role, and so much more. And you can even build custom flows and logic based on interaction within your app. And I'll show you how to do all of that. So when you get started with Knack, you can either generate with AI, which is a nice feature, but we're not going to use that today. You can start from a template, which is what we're going to do. Or if you have your own data elsewhere and you want to bring it into Knack, you can import your data through this button. So we're just going to choose start from a template, and they have all kinds of different templates broken out by industry. But right here under suggested, we see this custom CRM option. So if we hit more info, we can learn a little bit about this template. It's for customer relation management. It has users and access. It shows you how to connect records to the logged in user, how to email your users, workflows and automations. And we even get some screenshots of the different views, like the form views and the calendar views of the app. Again, you can see some of the benefits. It's super flexible. You can build any sort of logic that you want. You can rearrange the views, delete views, add fields within your tables, and so much more. You can build powerful workflows. And again, the data is yours, so you can protect your data, your customers' data, and you can save time because you don't need to be a developer to build out any of these features, and we're going to show you all of that today. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our app. We're going to choose this one here and hit Create App. And then our app will show here under My Apps. We can rename this, of course, but what we want to do is we want to go ahead and hit the wrench button here to get into our app builder. So the first view that we're seeing here are our tables, and this template comes with 2 tables, which is really all that we need. Again, you can add additional tables if you would like. You can link them together and so much more. But we have our contacts table, and we have our notes table. So our contacts are sort of the bread and butter, has all the information about our contacts, like the auto-generated system ID, the contact name, the lead referral source, date of initial contact, the sales rep, which is a link record that it's connected to, the title of the individual, the company, and so on and so forth. And this just goes on and on and on. And we have this robust table that has all the information we would need about our contacts. Moving down here on the left, we see our different user roles. So for a traditional CRM, you typically would have 2 roles. You'd have your managers and your reps. So that's what we have here. We have different sales manager roles, and it's even created some test managers for us. And it also has sales rep roles. You can, of course, add different roles into your app if you need additional ones. And you can even add different fields here in these tables if you need to track additional information about your reps, for example. Moving down here, we just have our different pages, and this is really where the interface of our app all lives. So we can see our different dashboards, we can see our different forms, we can see our reports if we had any here, our pipelines, our calendar, and so much more. We'll show you all these different views and how you can edit these views and control the permissions of these views. Moving down, we have flows here. These are automations. You can build really powerful things with dozens of third-party apps. For example, if a record isn't updated, you can send a Slack message, or you can send it to another application, or you can send an email, and so on and so forth. We'll show you how to build an automation so that you can get notifications when things happen. And then just down here, you have some of the basic settings of your app, like your app name, the URL, the description, and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our pages view, where we can really see all of our pages. So we have our home page, which is where a rep or a manager would log in. We have our dashboards, we have our leads. And what I want to show you here is how you can create a new page that's tied to a logged in user. A lot of these views have been built, but in case you're wondering how to do it yourself, I'm going to show you right now. To add a new page, you can just go ahead and hit this plus button. You have two choices, page or drop down. We're just going to choose page, and we can call this whatever we want. We can call this sales rep 1. And we want to go ahead and protect this page. So require login to access this page. Yes, this is what we want. If it was an unprotected page, anyone would be able to access it via the URL. So we'll go ahead and hit protect this page. And we get some options here. Can the users register to access this page? We'll just say no, because we want to add these on the back end. And then which logged in users can access this page? So this is where it gets super powerful. It could be all logged in users, so that could be managers and reps. But this one, we want just specific user roles only. And we want this to actually be sales reps. So we want this page only to be visible to sales reps. So we can go ahead and add page. Now, the page has been added and there's no elements on this page at all. Before we add an element, we can just take a look at some of the page settings. And if we go to access, we can just confirm only sales rep role can access this page. But the thing is that all sales reps will be able to access this page and see the data. When we add an element, we can actually control if the sales rep that's logged in is seeing data assigned to them, and I'll show you how to do that. So we can go ahead and hit add element, and let's just say for this, we want a table view, and we want this table to show contacts. Again, this is where it gets even more powerful. So you can show all contacts if we would like to this sales rep, or only contacts connected to the logged in sales rep. So it handles all of this logic for us. If we choose this, we can go ahead and add the element, and now the logic is built on the back end. So only when the sales rep logs in, if that contact's assigned to them, they're going to see the data on this page. Now, all this is built for us in this template, but in case you're doing it from scratch, I wanted to show you how easy it is to build this kind of logic right into your app. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this page. And we just need to type in the name here, and this will be deleted. Okay, now that we showed you how to do that, I want to show you some of the app functionality. So if we go to the home page, we can actually go to the live app here, and we can start to see what this would look like for a real user. We can simulate a real user, and I'll show you how that looks. So we can go ahead and log in as a sales rep, and we can actually change credentials because I was already signed in. And we can just take this demo login information that they provide to us, and we can log in as a sales rep. Okay, so check this out. I'm brought right into this dashboard tab, and from my dashboard, I can see all of my upcoming meetings or appointments that I have. I can actually add a new one right here. Does it have a meeting assigned to it? I can choose if it's a task or meeting, the meeting type, maybe it's a discovery call. Can choose a connected contact. So these are all the potential leads. I'll say Jacob Martinez. We can choose the date and the time, whether it's all day, whether it repeats, and we can just go ahead and submit this. And then what we'll see here is on our dashboard is that this will show up here in our list of meetings. Moving across the top, we can see all of our leads. And now this is a custom view where leads are assigned to us. So we can view the lead, where we can see more information about the lead. We can add a note. We can edit any of these fields, and so on and so forth. We can also update this to a proposal status, where they'll move it through the pipeline to proposals. We can see all of our proposals here. Once they're a proposed contact, we can update them to 1, and then I'll move them over here through the pipeline. We also have this task archive, which can see all the tasks that we've completed, and we can see our calendar view for all of our upcoming meetings. So this is the sales rep dashboard, and it's super powerful, and it's all built for us. Now, let's take a look at something here. Let's say we have our customers one view. What we can do is we can actually view this customer, but what if we wanted to edit this customer and move them back to a lead? So they're no longer one, but they're a lead. We don't seem to be able to do that here. So let me show you how you would actually build this logic into this app that doesn't currently exist. We are on the customers one, view contact details, edit contact. So all we need to do is come over here. we can go to customers one and then view contact details. Here we go. It's actually edit contact. And in this view currently in the live app, there's no way to actually adjust the status. So let's say we wanted to do that. It's super easy. We can just click into this form. And then over here on the right in this module, we can actually choose fields and display rules. And as you can see, all the fields in our database are exposed here, but status is not checked. So if we go ahead and click status, now this field is in this form. We can rearrange it, we can move it. Let's go ahead and put it at the top so it's front and center. And then we can just hit save changes. If we come back to our app here and refresh this page, we now see the status of the contact here. So we can easily move it. So this app didn't have a way for us to move our contacts backwards through the pipeline, only forwards. But now we can easily adjust our contact status back to prospect from one without any problem. And we built all that here in just about 2 seconds. So it's really modular, it's really customizable. You can really build anything that you want into these applications with Knack. Okay, let's go back here. And what we're going to do is we're going to log out as the sales rep. And we're just going to show you what a different view looks like. So now that we've showed you the sales rep view, we want to show you what it looks like from a manager view. So let's go ahead and go back here. Let's go home and we can log in as a sales manager. And this is a different login. Again, these are connected to our users that were created as sample users in the account. Again, if we had our own customer users, you'd be able to do that, log in with the custom roles as well. So this is a manager role. This manager has 2 different sales reps and it's a completely different view as you can see. So you can see all the contacts assigned to your different sales reps. You can actually add a sales rep here. So you can put in their information, their email, create a password for them, and then you can choose the manager that's assigned to them. So you can do all kinds of different things from this view. And again, you could build additional forms, additional logic, you could add reports and all kinds of things. Okay, so what we're going to show you how to do here is add a report that's only available to sales managers for their assigned sales reps. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. So what we can do is we can go ahead and hit add a page, just like before. We'll call this report 1. We're going to protect the page, no for new users to register to access. And now we want specific user roles. Again, this time we want sales managers, so we can go ahead and hit add page. Again, we can confirm the access is what we expected. Only a sales manager role can access this page. But now when we add elements again, we have some additional options because we have sales reps tied to sales managers. So let's go ahead and do a line chart. And what we're going to do is we're going to do contacts, and check this out. We can do all contacts or contacts connected to the sales reps connected to the logged in sales manager. So it understands the deep connected logic here between sales reps and managers. So let's go ahead and choose that. We can add our element and now we can customize and make this chart however we want it. We can do different data displays, source filters, calculations. We can allow for filtering by the user and so much more. So you can build these custom reports for managers that only show data from their sales reps. And you do this all completely with no code, no developers, right out of the box. And you can build as many charts and reports as you would like for different roles. It's super, super powerful. Okay, so the last thing I want to show you here are something called flows. And flows are super powerful ways to build advanced logic into your app, and you can even connect with third-party apps here. Okay, so to create a flow, we're just going to hit this button, create flow from scratch. If you've ever used an automation tool like Zapier or Make, this is going to look super familiar to you. You have triggers and you have actions. We also have conditional logic, which we're going to show you. What's really nice though is that you don't have to use a third-party tool here with Knack. You can build this all within Knack so it doesn't cost any additional money. It's more secure and you have better visibility into any error reporting because you're not connecting third-party tools. So go ahead and start by adding a trigger. We can hit this plus button here. And again, you can connect to all kinds of third-party apps with Knack. But for this trigger, we're actually going to choose Knack as the trigger because we want an action within our application or our CRM to trigger this. So we're going to go ahead and choose Knack. We're going to choose record updated. There are some other choices: record created, record deleted, form submitted. So as you can see, you can get really creative with the different types of automations that you can create or flows that you can create within Knack. We're just going to choose record updated. We need to choose our custom CRM, and then we need to choose our table. This is going to be connected to our contacts table. What we want to have happen here is whenever a contact is updated to close, we're going to want to send a Slack message to our team group so that we know when a contact is won. So we could go ahead and choose contacts. And before we move on to the action step, what we're going to want to do is hit this condition button. This is where you can build really powerful conditional logic. So we can add a condition. And what we can do here is we can search for status. We can see all the fields exposed in our database. So if the status title equals customer 1, then this is going to continue. And then we can choose our action. So again, you can connect to all kinds of different apps. I already have Slack connected, so I'm just going to choose Slack. What action do we want to have happen? We can do all kinds of different things, like send a message to a public channel, find a user, invite a user. You can invite a client to your Slack, for instance. We're just going to go ahead and send a message to a public channel. Our Slack is already connected, so we can choose this. And then we want to choose our channel. So we can choose the general channel. We can skip the thread because that's optional. And then we can send a custom message. So we can say, hooray. And then we can actually pass in values. So we could say, contact name first, hooray, this contact, and we put a colon, has been won, or something like that. And then what is going to happen if we hit save and start this flow, anytime a customer has been marked as won, it's going to actually perform this automation and it's going to send a Slack message to our group. So let's go ahead and give this a try. If we come back here to our table, we can see all of our different customers here. Let's just choose this guy right here and let's make them 1. Okay, so we can hit save our changes down here in the bottom. If we go back to flows here, what we're going to see in our flow log is this action has just happened. So 5/6 at 10:15 a.m., this flow worked and it sent the Slack message. If I pulled up my Slack here in another window, there would be a Slack message saying that this customer has been won. And this was fully automated within Knack. So as you can see, you could build all kinds of powerful automations that connect to your views, that connect to your app, that connect to your data, and so much more. If you want to add additional fields to your database, you can easily do that here. If you wanted to track some specific metric about your customer, you could add that. You could add new tables and connect them to these tables, and everything is completely modular. You can build custom forms, you can build custom views, reports, and so much more that are tied to a specific user or role. So as you can see, if you're running a small business, Knack CRM is a super powerful way to build custom solutions without being locked into the rigid workflows of bigger solutions like Salesforce, HubSpot, and a dozen other options. I hope you found this video helpful. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, drop any comments below, and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any other videos like this one. Thank you so much.